Alright, it's time! Another week. ZTGD Radio. This is episode 766 for October 2nd, 2023. Yes, it's October. And on the show this week, we got the Wombat.
Yes, sir.
And we got Turks.
What up?
And that's it. I can't believe it's October. That's crazy to me.
I know. This year is just trucking on by.
And October, funny enough, is packed with video games.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And I think we're playing a bunch of them, but we can't talk about any of them. I was making fun of the people. Like, it is so gross to me that, like, you see the same tweet, you know when people got the review code, because it's literally the same tweet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here is my title screen. I am playing this game.
Yeah. It's prescribed, right? So.
Yeah, it's so gross to me. It's like, dude, you're doing what you say you hate, which is advertising.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I rolled my eyes at every single one of them I saw. I was like, son of a bitch. Like, it's one thing just to be like, yeah, I got the code, we playing the game, but god dang, y'all got to show the title screen and stuff. My weekend's planned and everybody got the same like, god.
It's the thing that kills me is it's all the boilerplate stuff. Like, it's literally the same tweet. It's like, here's the title screen, I'm playing this game, embargo is this day. I'm like, okay.
Yep.
Like, no
For
shit.
Every big game. Yep. And it's like, okay. I mean, we all assumed that y'all were going to have it. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. I don't know. Like, I saw Keely's first, and of course, you know, that put me in overdrive because I hate that motherfucker. So I saw him post about it, and I was like, oh, it starts. Here we go. And that was how it went.
That's the only one. What's funny about that is that's the only one that he tweeted about. Like, he didn't tweet about the other two. And
actually,
I'm like,
yeah, he did. Yeah, that is the only one he did.
I was like, that's weird. Because, like, everybody else was like, oh, yeah, I'm playing. It was funny because I don't think people knew they could say they were playing Assassin's Creed. I'm like, motherfucker, the game's out this week. They assume you're playing it.
Right, right. Yeah, I saw screenshots of Mirage or the dashboard. They do it like they show their dashboard of the PlayStation thing, or they show it got it installed and stuff. And I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, that's cool. So next week I'll talk about Assassin's Creed and Forza, but Ryan and I will not be talking about Spider-Man until, what's 16th? It's the 16th, right?
16th. Yeah, 16th is when we're allowed to talk about it.
Yeah, so awesome on their part for getting us that, like, super early.
Way early. Yeah, that's crazy early.
Yeah, that's really good. I mean, they obviously are confident, which is good. I mean, that's great.
I can neither confirm nor deny that question. That's against my embargo.
Sure. Well, no, I wasn't even looking for you. I'm just saying, outside looking in.
Hold on, I gotta make I forgot to make my title screen tweet. I'll be right back. Anyway. But let's talk about some video games. Terrence, I know you have at least one, maybe some more to talk about. So.
Yes, because I can say what I'm playing. I just can't talk about it, right? Like, none of the ones I have, I can't say I'm playing.
I don't remember everything you have. Oh, wait, I remember everything you have. I
got the longest list ever.
I was going to say, you're like me. You got like 6 or 7 at the same time. It's fucking wild.
Mm-hmm.
I
think I only have 2 that are embargoed, though.
It's crazy. Like, I don't think the DLC is probably not. Hellboy's weird because it got delayed, right?
Yeah, and you know what? It's not showing up on Steam as being delayed. It's still showing October on there, so I guess they haven't pushed it out to the thing yet. But I mean, I'm playing those. I'll talk about them when I can. I mean, you know, I can't.
Yeah, Hellboy got delayed like 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah, well, and then the expansion for High on Life I'm playing, and you can read that review on Tuesday. So yeah, I will have it up for that. Okay, so what can I talk about? So I played, because you put this in the chat, that Ed Zero Zombie Uprising was up.
Oh, I forgot to try that. Fuck.
Don't bother it. Don't bother.
Oh, it sucks. Okay, I'll save my download.
Oh god, yeah. Oh man, like it's so bad. No. Like, cause it's the dude. These are the ones that did do the bug games, right?
Earth Defense Force, right? It's the same team.
Yeah. It's not like that at all. Did you play? What was it? Yaba Z when they tried to do that Ninja
Oh
Gaiden
yeah, of
zombie
course.
game.
Yeah, that game is like cool, but it plays like shit.
That's kind of what this is. Like it's cool, but it plays like shit. Like your characters move real choppy like
Ugh.
the combat animations are real stiff, but it's. I mean, if you want it's free, give it a try, but nah.
Well, it's
I
only
didn't even make
free
it to
for
the
the rest of
tutorial.
the day, and football's on, so nah.
Oh, so that's a no. That's a no from you, dog.
That's right. That's a no from me, dog.
Um, I finished Valhalla, the main story, because I wanted to get that done before Mirage, and boy, I did not expect the twisted turns of that story. So Assassin's Creed 3, I think has long been my favorite out of the Animus story. Which I'm still so pissed that they did that to Desmond. God, but anyway, this one definitely takes that. It was, oh my God, it's so good, and I so want to talk about it, but everything I'll talk about is a spoiler. So I'll have to wait to discuss it, but oh my God, Valhalla was amazing. It didn't overtake Odyssey. Odyssey, Cassandra is still Bay for life. I love her, but Valhalla's story was really good, and I am pretty stoked for Mirage when that comes out. What else did I play? I played Cocoon. That came out
Oh
on
yeah,
Game Pass. I
that
don't know if y'all mess with that.
that game
Did you
is
play it?
that game is cool, man. I like that game.
Yeah. I didn't play too much of it because I did it like I just kind of went into it last night before I went to bed. So I went up some platforms and did some stuff, but I definitely am digging it. Like I definitely want to go back to it. Like I like how I don't know how far you've got, but like you zoom out of I don't even know what it is yet, like a seed or an orb
Oh
or
yeah, that
whatever,
that
like you
like
go in and out of it.
transition when
Hmm.
you like move in and out of the. I played it for about 30 minutes. I was like, all right, this is my jam. When I get some time, I'm gonna come back to this. But I
Yep.
like that
Same.
like it's one of those games that really walks that line of like the puzzles are complicated enough that you have to think about them, but they don't make you feel stupid.
Yep. Exactly. Yep. Yeah, and I like those games that don't hold your hand too much. There isn't a whole lot, I think, and this is definitely one of those. You literally are dropped in the world, doesn't tell you which way to go. You just go. Like it doesn't explain what stuff is. Like I don't know. It's definitely my jam, and I'm liking it. I didn't play the last one that was like this that reviewed badly. What was that one? It came
Oh
out this year.
fuck, I don't.
From the people from Limbo. You know what I'm talking about. But
Oh,
yeah, I didn't play that one.
Somerville.
Somerville.
That game is
Yeah.
bad. That game is bad.
Yeah, see, a lot of people were, well, not a lot of people. One of my friends was trepidatious about trying Cocoon because he didn't like Somerville because it was, and he loved Limbo and all the other ones. But I have to tell him like, nah, you need to check out Cocoon because it's the little bit I played. Like, I think he would
Yeah,
dig it.
this game is
Uh,
really cool, and it's on Game Pass, so just try it.
yep, yep, yeah, Game Pass. Let's see. I'm playing this for a review. It's called, excuse me, El Paso Elsewhere, and this is it's different. It's wild. It mashes a lot of different stuff together in unexpected ways. So it's a third person shooter that is heavily borrows from the third person shooters of like the early 2000s. It's very Max Payne influence because you have bullet time and you have a dive like Max does. Do dual wields and holds his gun forward like old school Max Payne did, and um, but instead of fighting, the criminal underbelly of New York, you were fighting monsters and stuff, right? So, dude's ex is a vampire named Dracula, I guess. Dracula. I don't know. It's like Dracula, but it's like AE at the end. Um, and
Okay.
she is yeah, I know. She is pissed, and the whole story is presented in that very noir kind of way like Max Payne does, like with the narration over top of everything. Everything is very dark and shadowy. I dig it. I dig the hell out of it. I love noir type stuff. Um so dude is like narrating over all this, awesome stuff, all this music and different stuff. But he explains that she's, hell bent on destroying the human race, and he's gotta try to stop her, and he kind of breaks the fourth wall, and he's talking to the player, like, I have to believe this, because I have to do this, and like I need you to believe me too, like you believe me, and then you get transported into the hotel. Um, El Paso elsewhere. It's a hotel where she's at, and it's like this weird dimension. Like it's not like a normal hotel. Like when you get in there, you can see like the top walls, kind of like the Sims, but then like the ceiling and everything around you is like weird looking other dimension type stuff. But you go through these different corridors of of this hotel, and you fight these different monsters at this point. I'm not too far into it, but it plays a lot like a roguelite, and I'm not sure if that's what it is, because I haven't actually looked it up or anything. But so, like I've cleared, I want to say like 3 or 4 floors, and there's been like some change in like the layout and stuff like that, but like similar enemies coming at you and everything. I mean, it's fun, but like I can't tell if it's a roguelike. Like I got killed, and it just said, I just kind of respawned where I was. There was no indication of I lost a life or I lost anything or had to pick anything up. It was just kind of keep going. So I don't know, but I'm gonna write a review and I'll get you more to it, more about it later. But what I've played so far, I actually think is really cool. The graphics are very PlayStation 1 esque, which I don't know why that's the new thing. Like why?
I mean, you gotta
Like,
move from pixel art to janky polygons.
oh, you're right. So what they doing is what we had to live through, right? Because we had no choice. They now are going back and doing.
Oh yes,
they
there's so
do have a
much. There's so much nostalgia for these grainy, low polygon. I'm like, motherfucker, just skip to Dreamcast.
Right, like, because I'm playing this and I'm like, spinning the camera around and looking at him and stuff, and I'm like, bruh, what?
What's the first thing we do when we emulate PS1? We upscale and clean the polygons. Like that's
Exactly.
what
Like,
you need to do.
why are we doing this? Like, we all had to do that because we had no choice, nigga. We have a choice now.
Yeah,
Anyway,
PS1 graphics did not age as gracefully as Super Nintendo and Nintendo Pixels. So.
no, they did not. But no, I do definitely like what I played of it. So I'm sure y'all will hear more about it soon. Messed around with some more party animals. I've talked about that before. That's still a lot of time. I got the fat cat Garfield skin. He's not really Garfield, but he's like this orange cat. He's like a mob boss. He got like a jacket on, and he got these cool little sunglasses and a gold chain. He's cold. I like party animals. Party animals is a lot of fun. There's a whole bunch of different skins and stuff to buy on there, and you don't have to spend your money. Like it's all you earn, like in-game currency and stuff for that, which is super dope. I played. Oh, this just came out. Y'all ain't gonna care, but that My Hero Academia. I think I
Is that
mentioned it to
free?
Ryan.
Isn't that free?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. It's
Okay.
free to play. I mean, it's very much free to play. Like you get stuff like unlock some of the characters and costumes and stuff through those kind of gotcha elements. Like you get tickets and a whole bunch of different currencies as you playing, basically. But the gameplay is not bad. I like that anime, as I've said before. And they have a pretty big cast of different characters to play as in there. More heroes, obviously, than they do villains. I think they only have like 5 of the villains, but there's definitely room to expand. But it's pretty dope. It'll probably be dead in a couple of months because all these games come out free to play and they last 3 months and then they go
some
away.
of them don't even make it.
That's true.
To be able to play.
Oh man, that's right, and that's so bad, and that's probably in the news, and we'll talk about that. I liked that game. Like I was in the alpha thing for Hyenas, and then the beta test they just had it. It was like last week for like a weekend, and they were saying numbers were good and everything was great. Like they had polished so much, and the game was fun for what it was, but now rip.
I mean,
oh well.
How many? So I want to do like a graveyard at some point of how many games have come and gone since Skull and Bones was announced.
You know what? You probably should do that. That would be pretty interesting to see.
Because that game is still not out.
Nope. It's coming though.
No, it's coming off the boat. That's
nice. That was good. What else did I play?
I done broke it. I done broke everything.
When you actually are getting like wood and stuff, like you can come off the ship.
It's true.
Oh, it is.
True.
It is true. I played a little bit of Cyberpunk. I didn't do too much with it because I got so many review games. So the majority of the stuff I've been playing is review stuff. The stuff that I play that's not, I literally just kind of go in for a minute and get out. Like Gotham Knights, I went in like some co-op with somebody. Excuse me. Did a mission with him, and then I left. That was it. Went back to a review game. I got to play Payday 3 finally, so they fixed theirs.
It's finally playable?
Yes. So I managed to get in there for a couple of matches, so I'm going to get that review written this week. I still think what I said, when I had played just the one match before, repetitiveness is... Because they only have, I didn't count, but they only have a finite amount of heist in the game right now, and it's not many. And I guess they put up their roadmap for the year, and they're not like, they're planning to add like different criminals, or I don't know what they're called in this, operators, whatever, and weapons and stuff like that. But the new heist they're not doing until like late next year or something like that. So people are kind of upset because they're going to be a little bit of a drought. But they're saying like, oh, we promise we have good stuff, probably a battle pass or something.
Oh, sure.
But
everything has a goddamn battle pass.
Literally everything. Yeah, I think no, because I played some stuff on PC. Oh, I reinstalled again. Y'all don't care. Forspoken. To mess with that.
Game is
and
fine.
I still.
That game is fine.
It is, and that's what I was going to say. I like the combat, but it's fine. I don't think that game is absolutely just abysmal, but it's fine. So I mean, that's one of those that I just put in and go and mess around in, and I'm slowly progressing kind of through. Yeah, that's it. That's what I haven't played.
All right.
Oh well, Baldur's Gate 3, but I mean that's a weekly thing with the boys. Ryan, you gonna be an alternate for us? When somebody can't make it, you gonna sub in?
Perhaps, yeah, perhaps.
That would actually be awesome.
I think you should.
Sorry,
You should rephrase that in Ryan terms and ask him if he's going to be a pinch hitter.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that would be right terms. You're right.
Yes. So when Anthony cannot make it, then you've got your backup. Your designated hitter.
In the wombat.
All right.
Designated wombat.
Designated wombat. That should be like you should get a patch for your jacket that says that.
You should.
Anyway, let's move on to the wombat.
All right. So, what I've played the most of, unfortunately, I can't talk about.
Yep.
Although I could post the title screen on Twitter if I wanted to.
You should totally do that because nobody else has done that.
Right.
Yeah,
it's
man.
a completely original tweet.
It could catch on.
Yeah, you might build a community out of it. I don't know.
Oh, probably not. I'm going to leave the community building to Terrence. So I did though. I did play some other stuff. So I got a Steam Deck, as mentioned on the last podcast, and it finally came. And so I've been playing some stuff on that. A bunch of stuff that is old, but that I had in my library that I, just sort of put on there, or a bunch of tinkering, right? Fiddling.
Nah, I have that trademark. That's my patch.
Yeah. But so like I played a little bit of Skyrim and Morrowind just to boot them up to make sure that they worked. I bought Outward because Fanatical had it for like $7, and I've been wanting to try it, but I haven't actually booted that one up yet. But it's on my deck, so at some point this week I'll probably play that.
That game is very much a you game.
I'm sure, yeah, that's what I've heard, which is why I wanted to try it. So, and I also, I had some more fiddling to get a couple of my GOG and Epic Game Store games on the deck. So I got GTA 5 and Witcher 3 and 20XX on there now to try. So I'm sure tinker with those at some point this week too. Added a bunch of emulation stuff to it. And I love the fact that Emulation Station, the Steam Deck actually has in partnership with Emulation Station, has a way that you can add games from your emulators straight to the main dashboard screen as tiles, which is super cool and makes it very easy to boot into emulated games that you're playing a lot.
What's the high end on that? Like, what have you taken it to?
My understanding is you can very easily run most everything from PS2. Xbox is fiddly not because of the specs, but just because it's Xbox, and I feel like it's always fiddly.
Emulation on Xbox is not great. Yeah,
my understanding is it can run some PS3, but again, it's fiddly not necessarily because of the specs, but because the PS3 was also kind of fiddly.
Mm-hmm.
And 360, it sounds like, has some games that work, but it's not super consistent.
Okay, so it's kind of like a mid-range as far as what it'll actually do.
Yeah. So it'll run basically everything up to PS2, GameCube, Xbox pretty much flawlessly, and probably at higher resolutions than you would have got on the original systems. It'll run PS3 and 360 stuff, but the architecture makes it a little fiddly. That's, I think, the highest it'll go.
That's kind of all you need. Like, at this point, I don't do a lot of PS3 and stuff like that just because it's just, I don't know. I don't need to. Like, if I can get up to PS2 and GameCube, I'm pretty happy with my box, you know?
Yep, 100%. So, but the big thing that I played on that this week was Baldur's Gate 3, which I bought. And I haven't played as much of it as I would like because I've really mostly just been kind of playing it at work on lunch breaks and stuff. But that game is awesome so far, what I've played. And I love the narrator, like narrating everything that you're doing. I think is super, super neat and something that really hasn't been done the way this game is doing it, which I think is pretty cool. So, I'll have more to say about that game as I get to play it. But, what I've played so far, I've really enjoyed. So I'm sure as I continue to play it, I will continue to enjoy it. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I played Spider-Man, which I can't talk about. So
I'm gonna ask, did you get a chance to boot up Rise of Triad?
Not quite yet. No.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna try to do that today. I have not even turned on my Xbox between trying to get all this stuff set up on Steam Deck and Spider-Man.
Yeah, I was kind of curious how you felt. What the hell was that noise?
That was me. I went, Spider-Man!
Okay, I was like, what's going on? I was just kind of curious how you felt, because like me going back to, and I guess I'll just transition into the stuff I've been playing. I'm like going back to Rise of the Triad. It doesn't age as well as like Doom and Quake and Wolfenstein, and it's a weird game because I'm sure you remember like the aiming in that game is real finicky. There's no jump button. It's just I don't know. And those pads make you fly like fucking birds, man.
Yeah, it was when it came out, it was kind of intended to be almost a light parody of the Doom games and stuff. It was originally actually built to be a sequel to Wolfenstein.
Yeah, you can see that in the enemies. They're all very of a type.
Nazi-like?
Yes.
Yeah. But it's got, it sort of went over the top with a lot of stuff on purpose, like the jump pads making you fly super high up in the air, and there's a console code that you can use that makes like every time you kill somebody, they call it ludicrous gibs. It's basically just they explode into body parts and blood and gore. So it's kind of got that satirical feel about it. So I'm interested to play it again. Like you said, I would not. It doesn't surprise me to hear you say it doesn't hold up as well as some of the other ones.
Yeah.
That doesn't really surprise me. But that's a game that, man, I spent. I'd venture to say that I spent more time in that game than I spent in any version of Doom. So I have more nostalgia for that game than I have for the original Doom, even Doom 2. So I'm excited to give it a shot.
Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. I certainly don't think you will finish it. Like, you'll probably play a few levels and be like, yeah, okay, that's what I remember. I need to play some more through the brand new campaign, but I wanted to get refamiliarized with the old one before I did it. So, yeah, it's a good game. It definitely doesn't hold up with like all these boomer shooters coming out of like, Quake is still fun to play. Like, it's that kind of thing. Like, it aged better, I guess. So, but like Ryan, the 3 biggest games I'm playing, I can't tell you anything about. I'm going to try to finish up my reviews for Forza and Assassin's Creed this week. It's been hard. Like, I've barely touched Spider-Man because we got so much time to do that, so I'm going to probably jump into that towards the end of this week and kind of play a bunch of that. So I'll just run through the indies real quick because, man, there was a lot of them this week. Oh, I also I'm kind of pissed. I wish Anthony was here. So I finally downloaded the Terminator Resistance Series X patch. Nice. And I was excited to go back into it because I was probably about, I don't know, maybe halfway through the game. And I was going to just like continue off. You can't transfer your save from the original game.
Oh, they did that.
Yep.
God, I hate that.
So, like, I booted it up, and it's like, do you want to start a new game? I was like, no. I do not. Like, I want to continue my game, and it, like, literally just would not load my save. So
that sucks.
I started it over and like started playing the intro. I was like, oh yeah, this intro is like all stealth. I was like, I don't want to do this right now, so I will go back to that at some point. But that was really depressing. Still working my way through Phantom Liberty. I haven't had a lot of time to play that. And then I need to finish Separate Ways. I kind of got sidetracked this week with a few big ass releases coming up. So. But as far as the indie games go, it's a weird week. I play a game called Shark, which is basically Feeding Frenzy, which if you like that, then you probably like this. Super Box Delivery Beyond the Horizon is a game that is like an arcade game where you're driving a car, picking up boxes, you try not to hit stuff while this anime Asian lady makes fun of your driving. It's a weird game. Forgive Me Father is rad as fuck. So imagine like a comic book style first person shooter set in a Eldritch style like overlay, so a lot of Cthulhu type stuff. Very gory, very fast. The aiming is a little funky. But the style and like the art style really kind of carries it. So it's a pretty cool game. Indoor Kickball was terrible. Don't buy that. Deflector is like a Diablo-style game, but you have like this big shield, and you can deflect enemy bullets as well as your own. So like when you throw a bullet and it hits an enemy and comes back, you can deflect it back at them. It's kind of neat.
Okay, when you throw a bullet and the bullet comes back at you, what gun is you firing that you throwing bullets that the bullets come back?
I mean, the game's called Deflector, so like he has deflectable bullets. You can basically like make like a ping pong with an enemy.
Okay, all right. Okay. You know what? I can't talk about that. All right, go ahead.
I'm just gonna say, like, I would have enjoyed this game, but it's got a really, you know how in some like top-down games you use the right analog stick to aim. This one has a hard reset that like makes it really finicky to aim. If you played it, you'd know what I'm talking about because you've played a game like that before, but it really drove me crazy. I was like, why can't it just feel like a free aim? But it feels more like like when you point at a direction, it just kind of stays there kind of thing. It's really weird.
I got you.
I booted up Mechs vs. Kaijus, and it literally took me to like a menu of a bunch of options, and I guess it's like a strategy game, and I was like, nope. So I noped right out of that. Booted up Pizza Possum, and this game is just chaos, and I don't even know what happened. Like, you're a possum running around collecting food, and then pigs start chasing you, and, like, dude would not stop chasing me, and I couldn't attack him, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this game is. This is weird. Like, man, it's like, there are so many games, like, it's hard for one to stick, and that one didn't stick. Speaking of games didn't stick, I played Batomus, which is just like one of those level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's a puzzle, get to the end of the door. I made it to like level 6, and it gives you a weapon, and you gotta attack these fucking Audrey-looking things from Little Shop of Horrors, and they take 2 hits, but they hit you in between the first and second hit, and I just kept dying. I was like, you know what? Not worth my time. And then I played Chipmunk. Chipmunk as in monk, M-O-N-K. It's a 2D side-scrolling beat-em-up where you pick a chipmunk, and I had to pick the one whose name was Cheeks.
Nice. Of course.
I would have picked the one named Cheeks, too.
Oh, 100%. Right. Like, it's like, pick a character, and the second character is Cheeks, and he's an orange chipmunk with a sword, and his cheeks are like, ballooned out. And I'm like, this is my dude. This is it's a really stiff beat-em-up. It's not great. But I just love that Cheeks was an optional character. I played the Happy Tree Friends Crack Pet Show. It is a twin-stick shooter, roguelike, where you have to stop to shoot.
Oh, okay.
And it auto aims, so when you stop and shoot, the bullets just start moving towards the closest enemy. And it is not good. It is a bad video game. Wild Mender, I booted up and immediately it had me punching trees and chopping grass and building a crafting table, and I was like, okay, I know what you're doing, and we're not gonna vibe. I'm sorry.
I was curious about that one because it looks like those games I play, the farming ones, but it's like set in a desert.
You'd like
so you
this.
have to like read.
It's high quality. It there's nothing wrong with it. It plays good. It runs at 60. It feels good. Like the interaction button is a little finicky. Like sometimes I was trying to interact with the crafting table and I was picking up an item. Like it's even though it's set on the screen, interact with crafting table. But other than that, it's pretty high quality. And then I played a game called Everhood Eternity Edition. Okay, let me try to explain this game. So, think Undertale as far as presentation goes, and combine it with Guitar Hero that is a platformer.
What? What? How in the world?
If you played like the intro tutorial, you would totally be like, okay, I get what you're laying down.
Wow, that's a weird mashup. That's okay.
So basically, it has that Undertale, like the words are coming across the screen. It's really dark. Like the characters are goofy. Very, very much of that style. And then you get to the first fight, and you're literally on a note highway with a frog with a banjo, and he starts playing a song, and as the notes come down, you have to move left or right or jump over them.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
I didn't say there was anything wrong with it. I was just giving you a layout of what it was.
Sounds like a normal day to me.
Also, I'm not gonna lie, the frog was fucking jamming. That song was.
You said a frog with a banjo. I was like, damn, I bet that frog is getting it.
Oh man, he's got some fresh beats. I ain't gonna lie. That's yeah, that game is weird. And then of course I played Madden, played Mortal Kombat, played Overwatch. I can't stop playing that fucking game.
It's okay.
It's not. It's not okay.
I mean, it's okay as far as this is a safe space.
It's not right, but it's okay, as Whitney Houston would say.
There you go.
I don't know.
There you go.
I'm still losing more than I'm winning, and I'm dropping so low. Like I'm gonna be down in bronze before too long. I don't know what's going on.
Man, you might just need to be done. Lord God, you were at the top, and now you're about to be in bronze.
I don't understand it either. Like, I'll get in these games and I'll be like the best player on the team, and I'm like, why are you putting me on this team? Like,
their matchmaking is just.
Oh, it's so bad.
Jacked
It's so bad. It is so bad. Like, there are some games I'll play, and like it's not even a game. Like, we'll just dominate them. Like, it's not even close. Like, I can 1v5 some of these people in these games. And in other games, I can heal my ass off, like literally 4 times the amount of healing of the other team, and we still lose. I don't get it.
Yeah. That game, man.
Yeah, it's at this point, it's just an abusive relationship where I just keep going in and just getting beat down, and I just keep coming back for more. I don't know what's wrong with me. But anyway, next week I'll have more exciting games to talk about. So we'll just wait till next week. But anyway, let's talk about what is coming out this week, and it is like every other month or every other week in October. It's gonna be a lot. So I hope you have some money or some time, whichever one you need more of. Let's kick off with Series X, PlayStation 5 releases. We've got Trepang 2, which looks cool. I'm going to check that out. Battle of Rebels, Everspace 2, Stellar Edition, High on Life, High on Knife, NHL 24 X Factor Edition. NHL is always the game I forget is coming out, and then it just comes out. Survivor, Castaway Island, Synergia, the Lamplighters League, which reviews came out this week, and apparently it's kind of broken. So
yeah, there's a demo up. I played the demo I didn't give it long just because I had so much other stuff. But I don't know. I was excited for that one, and I don't know if I'm gonna. But it's on Game Pass, so
yeah,
that's a plus.
I'll probably check it out, even though I don't care for those games, just to see how good it is. Because I hear as long as it's not broken, it's good. Like, that's the thing.
Yeah, it didn't necessarily seem like it was broken. It just was so it's the combat is definitely XCOM flavor once the combat starts, but you control you run your characters around the world from that same camera angle, like that XCOM combat angle. So you're running, it's in third person, but you're running like the beginning of the demo, like these 2 characters that are part of the team. You're running around and you get into a fight, and then you move them around tactically and hit attack or Overwatch and all that type of stuff. But I don't know. It's just I think the navigation in between the fights is what I'm like on the fence about, because I don't know. It didn't move. She didn't move real cleanly. It felt kind of stiff, but we'll see. It was also the demo too, so I don't know how old that code was.
Yeah. All right. I am super excited for this. Blossom Tales 2, The Minotaur Prince, is coming to Xbox this week, and I have both of these games on Switch, and I played through the first one and loved it. This is a really, really good indie love letter to Link to the Past. So if you enjoy Link to the Past, I definitely recommend checking out Blossom Tales. So I'm going to be excited to dive in it, because I bought it on Switch and I never got a chance to play it. Now that it's on Xbox, maybe I'll actually get around to playing it, because I love the first one. It's weird the first one's not coming to Xbox. That's weird. Cassette Beasts, Peer of the Unknown, Dino Break, which is the Dino Crisis from that guy that's made 40,000 Resident Evil clones. It's his Dino Crisis clone, so I'll probably check it out, because those Resident Evil games are okay. And it's not like Capcom's going to give us a new Dino Crisis, so.
What you mean? They got Exo Primal.
Like I said. Diorama Dungeon Crawl, Master of the Living Castle. I have no idea what that is. Here's one that snuck up on me that I'm going to check out this week. Hey, that Warhammer 40k Darktide is coming out on Xbox this week.
Damn, I did not realize that.
Yep.
Nice.
It is out on Tuesday, and it's on Game Pass. So.
Oh, okay. They dropping it in. Okay, because they have a whole revamp that they did with the classes and stuff that's about to drop. Okay, it's launching the same day as that on Xbox. Nice.
Yeah. So we finally get to play it. Wasn't that game supposed to be out like last year?
Yeah. Because I reviewed it, or maybe it was I reviewed it on PC, but I really wanted it for Xbox. So
well, now here it is. It's coming out on Xbox. Wordless, Assassin's Creed, My Rage, is coming out.
Ath Creed.
Ath Creed, My Rage.
That was so funny. Like, oh man,
It's tremendous.
Yeah, I need to go watch some more of those reviews because I watched that in the Mortal Kombat one, and I was like, these are like, how have I not seen this before? Like,
Rich homie Quan Chi.
oh shit. Oh, those are hilarious. I love his scores too. It's like 7.85673 out of 10.
Out of 10. Yeah, it was really funny. Like, dude he does a good job. That was I subscribed. Yeah, he got a fan.
Bang on Balls Chronicles. I don't want to chronicle my balls being banged on, but that's just me.
Right?
Yeah, I'm good without that.
That's something you probably should keep private.
Forza Motorsport Premium Edition. Knight vs. Giant, The Broken Excalibur. The Sisters 2, Road to Fame. Wow, the NHL 24 premium, like early edition's only out like 2 days early because then the full game comes out on Friday. Alongside Star Trek Resurgence, Sunshine Manor, and Sword Art Online Last Recollection. Do people still really play Sword Art Online games?
I don't.
Bruh.
I've never played them, so I don't quite know.
I asked my son that. And apparently, yes. I guess they don't mess with the anime too much anymore, or manga or something. I guess he said it fell off, but apparently the games are still popular.
I feel like there's a new one of those like every 6 months, and it's crazy.
It is. Yeah, it is.
PlayStation 5, a lot of the same stuff, but we're also getting Disguise 7, Vows of the Virtueless, Pixel Ripped 1995. I just want to know what that is. That sounds amazing.
It's fun. It is. It's on VR. I played it on.
Okay, so it's VR.
I didn't know it was coming to place. Well, it might not be PlayStation VR. But it might be because it's a Quest game, and it is fun.
Okay. Scorn is making its way to PlayStation. Nobody like that game was talked about for like 2 years, and then it came out and nobody played it.
Oh my God, that's the H.R. Geiger.
Yeah,
game, right? Yeah,
the wall penis game.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. You know what? It was on Game Pass too. I never played it.
You don't remember the wall penis?
Wall penis.
I'm sorry.
It's never good.
What else we got? The Light Brigade Collector's Edition, VR Skater. It must be their third quarter push for PlayStation VR because we got a lot of VR games.
Mm-hmm.
What else we got? Horizon Forbidden West Complete Edition. And then Scoutfold Usurper. I think that's it for PS5 and Xbox Series consoles. PlayStation 4, Xbox One. Let me see if there's anything different. Lord Winklebottom Investigates.
Holy crap! That was wait.
What?
That game you played with the giraffe? Was that not?
Maybe I don't remember. I know which one you're talking about now because it's like the giraffe and the hippo and like
yeah, they were talking and stuff. Yeah,
maybe
that was the game.
Maybe that's what it is because I don't remember the name of that game, but I do remember playing it. Oh shit!
I just saw some videos. It was pretty funny. I was like, oh wow, I would probably play this.
Yeah, there's too many video games. I'm just gonna be real honest with you.
It is. It's too many. Like you can't play all of them. Like you just got to throw you. Like I'm gonna have to miss that one. It's too many.
Xbox is the same stuff except for Project Blue and Torn Away. I have no idea what either one of those are, but they are coming to Xbox this week. It's so funny sometimes. Like I'll go through these games and I'll read them, and then I'll actually get to play them, and I'm like, "Oh, this game's really cool," and I remember us talking about it, and then I forget it. Like before we even talk about games again.
Because there's so many games.
Yeah, there's too many video games. All right, we're going to the Nintendo Switch. Jesus Christ. We've got Virtual Mom, Job Simulator Manager. That's
sweet.
Mad Farmer, Lost Kingdoms and Crazy Critters.
Wow. Okay.
Elder Story. Paint Pro for Kids 0 Plus. It's all capitalized. Wild.
Nice.
Pictopool. Silent
Pictopool.
Pictopool, as in Pull, pull.
Oh, pull.
Pictopool.
Gotcha.
Silent Hope. World of Outlaws Dirt Racing 23 edition. A Tiny Sticker Tale. Treachery and Beatdown City Ultra Remix. Udo. Y'all have to tell me what this is. This must be DLC, and I'm assuming it's coming to everything. AEW Fight Forever, Hookhausen, Very Handsome, Very Evil.
Yep, that's the Hook and Danhausen DLC.
Okay, it's all just one word. It just says Hookhausen.
Yeah, that's what they called their tag team.
Gotcha. Black Witchcraft. Cafe Master Story. Fabled Lands. Front Mission 2 Remake. My Little Universe. I think this is pronounced Skleich. Schleich. Skleich. Puzzles Farm World. Okay. The Dark Pictures Anthology Little Hope. Wargroove 2. Aquarium Land. The most recent banger, Borderlands 3 Ultimate Edition. Detective Pikachu Returns.
Oh, is that out finally?
Yeah, it looks like that's finally coming out. October's big for Nintendo because we also got Super Mario Wonder, which I cannot fucking wait.
Yeah, I'm so excited for that.
I already pre-ordered it.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Neon Red, Neon Blue console bundle.
My wife, by the way, because she knew that Spider-Man was supposed to come out the same day as Wonder. So when she found out that I got Spider-Man, she's like, "How come you didn't get Wonder?" And well, let me tell you, it's a long story.
Nintendo only sends on launch day, and y'all motherfuckers taking backseat. I'm taking Wonder. Wonder is mine.
That was good.
No, I knew you were super hyped for Spider-Man, so when they asked, do you want extra codes? I was like, yes.
Yeah, and that's it.
Also, Nintendo Switch OLED Mario Red Edition. Merge Master. Park Racer. Pirates on Target. Dude, are we going to get through this list without a horny game? We might.
Sounds like it.
Shy Cat's Hidden Orchestra. And The Pale Beyond. We did it. We got through a Switch release list.
Mark it down on the record books.
Wow. That's got to be a first.
That's crazy.
All right. Let's pull up some news. What we got here? News. PlayStation Plus. You know that thing that went up in price? I got your free games for the month. You're getting the Callisto Protocol. So PS Plus money apparently didn't. Yeah.
Didn't save them. Yeah.
Farming Simulator 22. So if you want to play last year's version, you got it. And then Weird West, which is a pretty cool game if you've never played it.
Yes, it is.
Gran Turismo Sport ending service on January 31st, 2024. I forgot that was a thing, to be honest with you. And then probably the biggest news of the week came out of the Sony camp. His old gimme Jimmy Ryan is retiring from Sony as of March 2024.
He hasn't been with them long, has he?
He's been there 30 years. He's been there since the launch of the PS1.
Oh, wow. Okay. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, that dude has been there. He's just only been the head of PlayStation for the last, 4 or 5 years or something like that? But yeah, it was funny to watch the internet react to this and be like, it's because of the Xbox deal. I'm like, y'all are fucking stupid.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Well, see, and that's also why I asked, because I didn't realize that he's literally worked his career there.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought he came in from an outside company as, into the position he's in now. So, yeah, for sure. This is, damn, yeah, you done worked a career, retire. Yeah. Enjoy your life. Like, man.
Well, he was, like, his thing was like, I'm traveling so much between Europe and the U.S. and Japan, like, it's just taking its toll on me. So it's time to retire. Makes sense.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Nintendo news. The new F-Zero 99 tracks and Queen Queen League are coming September 29th. Default,
Excited about that.
Default F-Zero 99, Mute City 2, Port Town 1, Red Canyon 1, and Pro Track events White Land 2 and Deathwind 2.
Nice.
So, is this the first time they've really done a bunch of updates to 99? I've never played 99s, so I don't know.
Yes, it is the first set of major updates.
Awesome. That's cool. I'm glad it's doing well.
The Queen Circuit tracks are the second set of Grand Prix circuits. So
I just hope
and it continues the work they've done so far, basically reproducing all the original F-Zero tracks, which is awesome, along with the music, which is even better.
I just hope to God that this brings us a real F-Zero game. That's what I want.
I hope so too, but like I said, even if it's just this, it sates me for now at least, because I love the original Super NES F-Zero the best, and that's what this one is. So
I still play that pretty regularly, as well as GX. I don't care as much for the 64 version.
I don't really like the 64 version either.
Yeah,
it's definitely not my favorite.
It's probably my least favorite of the 4 games. I think I like the GBA one better than the 64 one.
Yeah, the GBA one's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's a lot like the Super Nintendo version. GX is fucking amazing. GX is incredible. It's just too goddamn hard.
Yeah, it's very hard and very, very, very fast.
Oh, Jesus, it's so fast. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet plus the Hidden Treasure of Area Zero physical bundle announced. Launches November 3rd, and at least the Part 2 of DLC requires a download, as Pokemon Sword and Shield both had their DLC on the cartridge. Phil Spencer said more exclusive games from Japan are in development for Xbox. He says, quote, "You can count on it. The development environment is growing, including first and third parties, so we can expect to see more Japanese titles in the future."
Whatever. Okay. I mean, yeah, that's good for Xbox. I think we all on this show don't really care about the exclusive games. Xbox just needs some of the Japanese games. They don't have to be exclusive.
No, just get the games that are being released. That's fine.
Yeah, y'all ain't gotta keep them to yourself. Just make the deal that you can get them. Shit. But
yeah.
I mean, good for y'all. I mean, that's fine. But exclusivity is just such a it'll never end. It'll never go anywhere. It just is, man. Yeah. Everybody should be able to play whatever, whenever, however. You know what I mean?
No,
but whatever.
I agree, and I certainly don't want them to pay for exclusives. If you're gonna build exclusives, build them with your studios. Don't pay for I'm gonna make this game in Japan, but I'm gonna pay to not have it on other unless it's a game that's dying, like Bayonetta or something. But don't.
Right? Yeah, that's different. Yeah.
Don't pull the Sony shit where you pay for it to be exclusive for 6 months to a year or whatever. That shit just sucks across the board. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Xbox and Windows version of Cuphead gets a free Xbox anniversary update on Friday, September 29th, so that just happened, including 86 tracks, over 100 high-res photos, and more. So, you still play Cuphead. It got updated. New releases coming up. Resident Evil Village for iPhone and iPad launches October 30th. It's looking like Shiren the Wanderer, The Mystery of the Dungeon Serpent Toil Island is coming to the West on February 27th. Time Spinner 2, The Unwoven Dream was announced for consoles and PC. Limited Run Games has announced a physical version of Persona 3 Portable for Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch. They're also doing Persona 4 Golden. The Legend of Legacy HD Remastered is coming in early 2024 for everything but Xbox. Counter-Strike 2 is out now, which is wild.
Yeah, I had a guy at work was talking to me yesterday about how excited he is to play that. So
it's been a long time.
I was never a Counter-Strike person, so I don't. I don't have that same sort of excitement for that game, but I know a lot of people do, so
yep.
I'm happy for those folks.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you good. Go ahead.
I was just gonna move on. So if you had something.
No, you go ahead. Move on. No, we good.
As we mentioned earlier, Horizon Forbidden West Complete Edition launching October 6th. It's coming to PlayStation, and it's coming to early in 2024 to PC.
I was going to ask that if
yes.
it was on PC yet. Okay.
Coming in early 2024. Speaking of PC, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 is finally coming to Steam on October 3rd. The Talos Principle 2 is launching November 2nd on everything except Switch. As we talked about, High on Knife launches October 3rd. Whew, I'm going to butcher this. Bike Daisuke, Hashiriya Khan, Rider Spirits, and Scourge Hive are coming to everything in 2024. Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis coming to Steam. Among Us VR coming to PlayStation VR. Teardown got a release date of November 15th for consoles. It's also coming to PlayStation Premium / Extra on day 1. Achilles Legends Untold coming November 2nd in early access to everything. And then Warm Snow is coming to everything on October 20th.
Oh, good. I've been waiting for Warm Snow.
It is not the game you think it would be. It's like a Ronin Ninja style game. Which is, I'm assuming it's like referencing like blood in the snow or something. I don't know. Sekiro.
Did y'all,
real
quick. Sorry, this goes back. Y'all probably didn't because I think both of y'all were male on it. But did y'all play Foam Stars? Because that beta was this weekend, and I saw
I did not.
No. Talk about it is actually pretty positive. Like it actually apparently is pretty fun. Oh, okay, I didn't know.
No.
I figured Ryan, you might try
it. Splatoon, but yeah, I have not tried it yet.
Okay, well, it's because you know
we got Splatoon at home.
Weekend, so yeah, well, and then you do got Splatoon at home. That's true.
I do.
But no, I was just wondering if y'all had messed with it because it looks like it might be kind of decent. But all right, go ahead. Sorry.
Sekiro Shadows Die Twice has sold 10 million copies worldwide, which is crazy because that game never goes on sale.
Damn. Yeah. Wow.
Starbreeze announced that Payday 3 reached 218 concurrent players and 1.3 million unique players in its first weekend after release. None of them were actually able to play the game. Counter-Strike 2 currently has 1 million concurrent players.
That's crazy.
Concurrent.
Mm-hmm.
That is wild. Whew. King, the developer behind mobile hit Candy Crush, celebrates 20-year anniversary. Some Candy Crush milestones: over 5 billion downloads, over
unbelievable,
238 million monthly active users, $20 billion in revenue, with over 15,000 levels. That's wild.
Crazy. This is why Microsoft wanted them.
Yes. Minecraft Dungeons has surpassed 25 million unique players and has ended update support. The game will no longer be updated. Delays. After Love EP was delayed to Q3 of 2024. This Bed We Made, delayed to November 1st. Banishers Ghosts of New Eden, delayed to February 13th. Hellboy, The Web of Weird, as we mentioned earlier, was delayed to October 18th. City Skylines 2, console versions delayed to early 2024. PC version still out October 24th. Whew. Alright, speaking of people who have left, Hideki Kamiya, is leaving Platinum Games on October 12th. He will be apparently continuing in games, but not at Platinum.
And continuing to block people on Twitter.
100%.
It's funny, I saw somebody reposted his announcement for the people that couldn't see it because, he blocks so many.
Blocks everybody.
On Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm actually one of them. I actually was blocked.
Is that like a badge of honor for you that you're blocked by Kamiya?
Man, you know what? I'm blocked by so many people on Twix that I don't even. Fucking Chrissy Teigen blocked me on Twix, and I have no idea because I used to follow her because I cook. Y'all know I cook, and she has cookbooks and she has some banging recipes, and that bitch blocked me. I ain't never said nothing bad about her in my life, but I will now. But
I was gonna say you
go
just
ahead.
did, so
Yeah, you just did.
Well, I did listen. She blocked me, so if that bitch didn't want to do that, whatever. All right, move on. Go ahead. Sorry. Go to Twix rant.
Bloomberg asked Capcom COO if they would accept an acquisition offer from Microsoft, and he replied, "I would gracefully decline the offer because I believe it would be better if we were equal partners." That's right. That's right.
I agree. That would be better.
Yes. Capcom games everywhere. Let's do that. That's a good thing.
Yeah. Capcom is not a struggling studio that needs someone to purchase them so they can make games. Okay.
No.
Capcom's in good shape.
Yep. Do you want some new Star Wars Eclipse info?
Sure.
It's not canceled.
Which one is this?
Sorry. This is the David Cage. This is the David Cage one.
Oh, okay. The Quantic Dream. Okay.
Yeah, he says
right.
It's just not ready. It's simmering. They want to make clear that this is actually an action adventure game. There's no game over screen. Anyone can die, and the story continues. And they have no pressure from NetEase. This sounds like a PR blip. So.
Yeah. Wait. Damn. Anybody can die, and the story continues.
This takes place in a different timeline, so.
Oh, okay.
It's not like Luke and Leia shit, so.
I got you.
I think this is like, if I remember the trailer correctly, isn't this like during like the old Republic or something? I don't remember.
I don't remember this. I remember almost nothing about this game other than the fact that it exists.
Yeah.
Or
Same.
was supposed to exist.
Yeah, it was like a Game Awards trailer.
Trailer.
There was a Game Awards trailer like 2 or 3 years ago. So.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up.
Cameron Monaghan, who plays Cal Kestis in Respawn's Star Wars Jedi series, has confirmed that they're already working on a third game.
Yeah, no shock there.
Yeah, shocking.
Oh, wow. So, you mean that studio actually can make games that, have a 3 in them? That's wild.
Well, they can, but I would assume that Star Wars Jedi 3 will also be unfinished when it comes out, because that's also what they do.
That's true.
Well, that is true.
What else we got here?
Unfortunately, that is true. And man, that game, it definitely had plenty of issues. But man, it was so good around all those issues.
Yep. If you haven't played it yet, now's the time because that new patch fixed like 99% of those issues. So.
Yep.
Only 7 months later you can finally play it.
Yeah.
Unity runtime fee update. It remains free. Remove made with Unity splash screen. Cap increases from 100 to 200K, and no game under $1 million or 12 months is affected. I don't know. Unity, I think you just fucked up. That's just the way it's going to be.
Yeah, that nobody's going to be super excited about that.
A lot of devs have already said they're going to swap their engine, so I think you just fucked up. It's just done. Video game voice, stunt, and motion capture actors voted with 98% in favor of a strike. Negotiations with game studios such as Activision, Insomniac, Warner Brothers, etc. will start soon, and they will go on strike if an agreement is not made. So we just ended the writer strike in Hollywood, so man.
Well, the actors' strike is still ongoing, apparently. I didn't
Correct.
realize the actors were on strike, but they're on strike right now, and now I guess the voice actors are, so I guess the developers are going to get those, Twix messages ready with the full screen graphics and the wall of text about, hey, sorry about the delay, guys, but, we're going to have to push it back to next year because of this, that, the third.
Yeah, I'm gonna wonder how this is gonna affect stuff like I think the biggest people that are gonna get hit are Sony, and this is not a fanboy conversation, but they use so many like big name voice actors. Like, what does this do to Wolverine? What does this do to the next Horizon or the next Naughty Dog game? Like, what does this do?
Yeah, we'll have to see.
I guess, but to be fair though, I guess in the video game regards, it only is going to delay recording of stuff. So like progress on like Wolverine, for instance, let's just use that. They can still continue to, work on the game and the engine and develop and whatever else. They just can't record any lines or anything.
Yes, but
right?
that's a big part of Sony games, though. Is like the dialogue and the cutscenes. Is like there is so much into that. Could you imagine The Last of Us without cutscenes? That game would be like 20 minutes, right? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Calm down, people. Don't. God, jeez.
Man, they go. You put your shields up. You can hit on Twix right now. They're coming for you.
Oh, sorry. The 20 minutes is only the happy parts of The Last of Us. It's a 30-hour game. The rest of it's just pure misery. Like, that game made me so miserable to play. Like, I was depressed after I finished that game. And not in a good way, like, where you feel like it made an impact. It was just like, God, you're just a miserable fucking video game.
I just can't imagine. Like, because I've never played it. Like I said, I've tried 3 times to play it, and I never could get into it. And you're not the only person I've heard describe being done and just feeling miserable.
Yeah, like I think we all started playing video games to have fun, and then like I get having like a compelling story with some like sad moments or something.
Yeah.
But like The Last of Us is just like, this is just pure misery.
Yeah, that's rough. Yeah.
Like even the happy moments are like depressing, and it's like, what is wrong with you, dude?
Somebody give him a hug.
Yeah, like
Lord.
give Neil Druckmann a hug, man. The brother is sad. Like, Batten Kaitos 1+2 HD remaster was rated for PC back in July. Now it has been rated for PC again. This time in Australia. I guess that means it's coming to PC.
I guess you're right.
You can play Breath of Fire, Ghosts and Goblins, and Super Ghosts and Goblins, and more in your browser via Capcom Town. That is not the way I'm going to play those games. Just saying.
Correct.
People Can Fly, the studio that made Outriders, has claimed that they have still not received any royalties from the game, which launched in April of 2021.
Wow.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it is messed up.
Ooh, Square Enix, what you doing? Captain Laserhawk, a Blood Dragon remix, is coming to Netflix on October 19th.
I saw the news about it, yeah.
Netflix also announced Tomb Raider, The Legend of Lara Croft, and a Devil May Cry animated series.
Yep, pretty excited for that.
Stardew Valley 1.6 sneak peek. No date yet, but it comes with new major festivals, 2 new mini festivals, new late game content, new items and crafting recipes, a new farm type, and more. Roblox has laid off 30 people.
And they were all 12 years old.
Yes. Blizzard laid off people. The Hearthstone team is being restructured. I didn't even know that game was still going. Sega also announced restructuring of its European studios, canceled Hyenas, and some unannounced titles from Sega's European studios. Creative Assembly said it will also be receiving layoffs. Ubisoft laid off 6 people from the community and social team. And then there was this. Epic Games laid off 16% of its staff, which is over
unbelievable.
800 people. Epic Games also sold Bandcamp, which they acquired last year, to SongTrader, and spin off Super Awesome into its own separate business. Also, worth noting that was not in any of these stories, and I think, Terrence, you put this in the chat, they also, right before they announced this, they raised the price of V-Bucks in Fortnite.
They did, yep. That's correct.
Yep.
Which, like boy,
that's wild.
That is a big fuck you.
Yeah, it is. God.
Whew. I don't know, man. People suck.
Yeah. Well, the good news is corporate profits have never been higher.
Yes, such great news.
So yeah, that's awesome.
I'm glad we can get some more dances in Fortnite because 800 people got laid off.
Yeah.
Ugh. Absolutely gross. Like I understand sometimes if something flops and, some people get laid off, like it sucks, but you still kind of get it. This is fucking Fortnite.
Right.
Like the biggest game in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't like any part of this. That's it. That's it for the news I got for this week. So I don't have any emails, but I do have some tweets, and I'm glad somebody else caught this besides Terrence last week because it was funny. John tweets at us and says, "Motherfucker, it ain't jelly." Out of context quote for 2023.
I don't know that I remember that.
Oh, Terrence caught it with somebody said something like, "God damn it, I have to go back and listen to the show." Something about how it's not, you can't spread it around or something. I was like, motherfucker, it ain't jelly.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, and yeah.
It made me laugh. Oh, all right. Shogun says, I'm playing Starfield. I get why some people don't like it. It does need a small vehicle to explore, but the game has me hooked. The complaints about the fast travel is nuts to me. Who would want to walk to the ship and then actually fly? If you want
That's not the complaint about the fast travel, though. I get it. The complaint about the fast travel is everything is fast travel.
Yes.
All the space travel is fast travel.
Yeah.
The fast travel on the planet is fine. At least I should say that's not my complaint about the fast travel. Maybe some other people are complaining about the fact that you have to fast travel on the planet, but my complaint is that in space everything is fast travel.
Mm-hmm.
He also says,
I want to fly.
He also says, if you want that, then just stay over encumbered.
Yeah, true story.
Yeah.
He says the story is great to me, very interesting, but it's funny to see people comparing it to Cyberpunk, and I can see Starfield as the platform that will get upgraded over the years. Is it dated? Yeah, but this game is fun, and the problems are minimal when you actually look at the scale. 8 out of 10.
I think 8 out of 10 is a completely fair score for that game.
Mm-hmm.
That is what I gave it.
Absolutely.
And I stand by it. I like that game, but I will not be revisiting it in Game of the Year, but that's just me.
Yeah, it's not bad. Like I said, I think I overhyped myself. I just wanted more from the space stuff. That's why I give it a 7.5. God, if the space stuff wasn't so much fast travel. But oh well.
He also says, the only Ryan I respect is the one on the show. I don't know.
Oh, look at that.
He says, I don't know either one of them, but I know the PlayStation fan base is unhappy with the current state of PlayStation. Sony's brand is strong and will not be on its way out, but hey, they definitely need to release a roadmap ASAP. Yeah, it's...
Yeah, I mean, they've got a major game coming out in 3 weeks. So...
They do, but after that, it's like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is next?
Yeah.
Maybe we've had that conversation, because after Spider-Man, we don't have a date for anything.
We don't have a date for anything.
I mean, we don't even have any announcements. We've got Wolverine.
Well, Wolverine, but that's wild.
Like,
they need to get something out there for sure.
I didn't think of it like we.
Time though, they have had a pretty good drop of games over the last year and a half.
Sure.
Right.
So it's not unexpected that we got a lean time coming up, but they probably should have done a better job of planning so that they didn't have a big drought.
Yeah, it's weird because as much shit as we give Microsoft for you've announced this game, but when the fuck is it coming out? At least we can point to those games and say, well, there's still Fable, there's still Hellblade, there's still Perfect Dark, there's still this. But you look at PlayStation, what?
Well, that's because all PlayStation shit's come out.
That's my point.
I'm not trying to be a fanboy.
No, I agree.
Their shit actually came out.
No, I agree. But at this point, that's it, though.
Oh yeah,
right.
It's definitely it.
We're done. What's Sucker Punch doing? What's Naughty Dog doing? Factions has been delayed 400 times. What are we doing?
Yeah, ain't nobody gives a shit about that anyway.
All fanboys do, but
I actually am curious about that.
Of course you are. You want to come off the boat.
Well, because I hate it here. No, but listen, I'm curious because I play those multiplayer games, and what I don't. Yeah, you did. Because play those multiplayer games. And the little bit I know about factions is I guess, was it a multiplayer mode in the first Last of Us game?
Yes.
Okay.
Which was stripped out of the remake, by the way. Just putting that out there. Oh, wow.
Damn, I didn't realize that. Yeah, but I had heard good things, and I was like, I didn't like the main game, but maybe I like the multiplayer. So I was going to try that. But you're right, it has been delayed a bunch because I've been kind of loosely following it. And, the fans really want it. I know that. Jesus.
Well, they want it because they want a game to talk about after Spider-Man. Like, and I'm not concerned about Sony. They're going to put out a banger next year that I'm sure I'm going to love. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
That's not my concern. What's funny is the only people who are upset about it are the fanboys who are not going to have anything to talk about between after Spider-Man comes out until Sony announces something. Like, they're just going to get shit on Twitter because, like, where's your games? You ain't got no games. You ain't got no games.
Yep. God, I hate... Oh, God.
Yeah, they're awful people. Like, I've watched the Xbox fanboys this week over the Jim Ryan stuff, and I'm like, how the fuck do you all get on Twitter and think, this is a good idea, I'm going to say this?
Yeah, I've seen some stuff too, and that's where because they were talking about wow, I thought he just got the job, and because I didn't really research it at all, I thought he again came from outside the company and came in, and it was one of those things. Not that he literally made his career there.
He is literally totally different. He is literally Phil. He's been there for ever.
Yeah, and you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if Phil retires. If we get hear about that sometime soon, which I really feel like that's coming because I feel like they're grooming Sarah Bond to take over for him.
Oh, 100%. She's everywhere he is. So when he goes, that makes the easy replacement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I totally see that because, like I said, Phil's been there since fucking before Xbox. He was there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, I think we looked it up one time. He might be almost 30 years at Microsoft, if not that. Like he's been there a while.
Yeah, so he's probably ready to retire. He's got family, he's got 2 kids in college. It's like, it might be time to be done, man.
Yeah.
Last tweet from Shogun says, hypothetically speaking, I don't think Sony would ever sell to any Western company, but I can see Google or Amazon partnering up with them to provide server support. Wouldn't it be incredible to see Google Stadia tech being integrated into PlayStation Online? Thanks, guys. Shogun out. Funny you say that because doesn't Sony have a contract with Microsoft Azure?
Yes, they handle their not their cloud stuff, or maybe it is their cloud stuff. But
I don't know what the partnership is, but I know they have a partnership with Microsoft Azure, which is hilarious to me. It's like, you fanboys need to chill because these companies do share tech.
Yeah, they work together on shit all the time.
Like this stuff only exists on Twix. Yeah, wow. People just be hating. He sounded like dude on Malibu's Most Wanted. Don't be hating.
I think that's the first reference of Malibu's Most Wanted that's ever been on this fucking podcast. I can tell you that.
Wow, well that's a shame. I'm honored to do that because that movie is great, man. Lord. Okay, so I don't remember what I was saying now. Damn. Oh, Twix. Yeah, all of that stuff only exists on Twix, the little fanboys wars, because these companies work together all the time. Like they go to lunch with each other and whatever else. Like y'all are the ones that's pitting them against each other. And I don't understand why it only happens in video games too, because I don't see niggas beating up a Ford owner because they rep Toyota.
Oh, yes, they do.
Yeah, they do. They 100%
do it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
People thing? Capitalism breeds some real morons. I'm just gonna say that.
Fair enough.
They just do.
I only see it in video games.
No,
well, I guess in sports.
Movies, sports, cars, fucking phones. Who the fuck cares about your phone?
Actually, that's very true.
Like, you pick it up and you check your email and you look at Twitter and that's what your phone is for. And do you care who? Like, really? I can't with these people, man. They're so dumb.
It's because you don't have... You know what? You're right. That's because people have the whole blue box... Because I have an iPhone, and people have the whole blue box, because when you send the iMessage, it's blue, and if it comes as a text, it's green, and they're like, oh, you ain't got a blue box? Oh, no. Like, peasant. I'm like, what the fuck? It's a message. Like, y'all doing a lot.
Yeah, like, who cares? Like, for real?
Oh,
Let me look down upon your welfare Android phone.
Right.
Oh my god, I can't with these people. They get online and they're serious about it. Like, what was it I saw the other day?
They're serious.
My fucking eyeballs went into the back of my head. Somebody posted a Starfield video and the quote just said, "Spider-Man could never." I was like, what?
Oh my god!
What?
Yeah, man. People, Jesus,
A little too much.
a little bit. But
Like you see how many people got interested in LOL this year because of a certain acquisition.
Yeah,
man.
We got
all the armchair lawyers.
We got video game lawyers on Twitter with their little something and sons like Twitter profile picture. I'm just like, come on.
Have you ever jumped into any of the spaces that they're talking
God,
about?
no,
Stuff?
I want my brain cells intact, please.
Oh my God!
I can't imagine ever going into a Twitter space in my life.
I never stay in there long, but I drop in, drop out, and just to hear whatever's being said. Them niggas are ridiculous on them spaces. Oh my God! Like everybody has a law degree, everybody is an expert in this, and everybody wants to check everybody else's paperwork. And oh my God, it's comedy. Like if you need to laugh, just hop in one real quick, and you can chuckle and then just leave because it's ridiculous.
I would like to keep my brain cells, thank you. Anyway,
I got you.
Justin Third tweets at us and says, anyone else want Sega to make Shenmue 99? First one to find the sailors wins.
Okay, that was good. That was good.
I like that.
I would never play that. Ever. I would burn it.
Oh, too bad.
What ain't happening?
You're gonna have to find the sailor. You're gonna have to find the sailors.
See, I think it'd have been funnier if you said Shenmue 99 and the first one to get to the ending wins, because then nobody would ever win.
Oh,
man,
come on.
Man,
that game is never ending. What is supposed to be like 45 chapters or something?
Oh yeah, it was gonna be.
It was, yeah.
And they made
something stupid.
They made 3.
Mm-hmm.
They made
and
3.
from what I understand, it didn't even end. Like I didn't play the third one.
No, it didn't.
But
I reviewed it.
Okay.
It did not end.
Okay, yeah.
It still ain't ended.
All right.
What we at now? 24? 20 years? 20 some odd years?
Yeah.
She's
and
still...
in game, isn't it like 96 or something like that? Isn't that game set in the 90s?
80s.
It's set in the 80s.
80s.
Yeah, it's in the 80s.
80s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rio's
Crazy.
gonna get old at some point.
Yeah.
Lon D's nuts. That's what's up. Sorry.
That's great.
Last tweet comes from John. He says, you guys were talking about game preservation recently, and it made me appreciate the people that put in the effort to make these games work on an emulator and private servers.
100%.
Someone even got the online-only PS3 title SOCOM Confrontation to work. Yes, they're also working on MAG. Oh, fuck yeah, I'll go play some MAG.
Oh.
I read about that. They were working on MAG.
Dude, MAG couldn't fill a server when it was new.
No.
It's a massive action game, Ken.
I played it.
It is.
I played a lot of it.
Too.
But
It was good. I like MAG.
It was a good game, but there was never a full server.
No, I never played in a full server.
It was just too. It was just too massive.
It was too massive.
It was
I
too
still have
massive
the
for
disc.
everybody.
I still have the disc. I use it as a coaster.
Well, that's about all it's good for at
Yeah.
this point. So yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything. I put it in and it's like massive action game. And that's it. That's all it does.
Nice.
But no, I love, like, one of my favorite things that I've been doing a lot recently is, like, people are starting to fix old games. So, like, this is just an example, but somebody recently did a championship edition of Mortal Kombat 2 on the 32X where they fixed a bunch of the movesets that were broken in that version, and you can just download and play it. And that's fucking cool shit, man.
Yep.
Like, I love those things. Like, somebody fixed the 32X version of Doom as well. Because I don't know if you ever played that version, but it was unfinished. It was missing content. And if you actually beat it, it crashes to a DOS prompt.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. The 32X version crashes to a DOS prompt?
Crashes to a DOS prompt. I finished it because I wanted a 32X so bad because I didn't have a PC that could run Doom. And that was the first version that came out. And that's the whole reason why I bought a 32X, and I beat it, and I was like, this isn't the last level. And then after the ending, which if you've ever beat Doom, the ending is he finds his rabbit and everything is happy. Right. It crashes to a DOS prompt. It just says C:/Doom.
That's hilarious.
That's crazy.
But somebody actually fixed it, put in all the other levels, and fixed the music, because the music was running off the Genesis sound chip, and it sounded like fucking ass. I need somebody to go back and redo the 3DO version and re-add all the full motion video cutscenes that were added to that version. That's what I need. Because the music in the 3DO version is by far the best music of any Doom port, but the 3DO port of that game is very, very bad.
Huh.
So, but yeah, I love when people go back and fix old games. That shit's awesome. That's it. That's all the tweets. That's all the news. And we can't talk about a bunch of the games, so we'll have to do that next week.
Well, some of them we can't even talk about next week.
That's true. Like, when are we going to talk about Spider-Man? It won't be... So it'll be the episode after next, because I think the embargo is on the 16th, and we'll record 16th. On the 15th.
Monday.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we can probably talk about Spider-Man that day.
Yep. Just have to make sure we don't put up the podcast until after... I think it's 10, so we should be good.
Yeah, I think if I just hold it for like an hour, we'll be fine. Cool. So next week, Assassin's Creed, Forza, I'll talk about those. Terrence talk about, I don't know if we won't talk about Hellboy next week, but we'll talk about High on Life. High on Knife.
Or High on Knife. Yeah.
Knife. That's not a knife. Does he say that? Does he say that in the game?
I cannot confirm nor deny that because I can't talk about it.
Oh, that's right. I was testing you. I could have had to cut that out.
Woo!
I wasn't really testing you. I totally forgot.
No.
I'm not that clever. I apologize.
Look, I almost, because you said something about that, like, tied into it, and I almost said it, like, before. I was like, oh, I can't talk about that. Because I was like, oh, yeah, that totally, yeah.
I hate having conversations on a podcast about video games that I'm reviewing or that I've told you guys about. I'm like, am I going to just say that on the show? I almost said something about Forza earlier, and I was like, I can't say that. Like, I can't.
Yep.
Anyway, if you want to tweet at us, we're still out there. It's at ZTGD Podcast on Twix, the Twixer, the X, the tweet, whatever you want to fucking call it. But it's better to shoot emails if you can. It's podcast@ztgd.com. All three of us are still on Twix, whatever the fuck. I don't really tweet, but if you want to follow me, I'm at ZTGD. Brian's at WombatRP, and Terrence is at Lord Magnus. Terrence probably interact with you more than us, because I don't really do it.
That's true. I do. Yeah. I get on there.
He'll get on there and harass you.
Basically.
And then Phoenix Down, Pillars of Eternity. I think they'll be back this week, so they'll be running that game. But that's it. That's all I got for this week. So unless anybody has anything else, we'll get out of here. Peace, bitches.
Alrighty. And it goes something like this.